Hello and welcome to day 361. Only just a few more days before I have completed my 365-day challenge. So today, Thursday thoughts. And I want to share something with you which I did last week or a couple of weeks back, but then I realized that the recording hadn't gone very well. So, I thought about it again today. So I thought to share it with you again today. What can you do with that time? Because I'm sure that you have moments where you are waiting somewhere, you're sitting in the car. I did quite a few miles again today, going to Felixstowe and back via Colchester. So quite a few miles in the car, and we're sitting there often listening to the radio, maybe making a few phone calls. But actually it's that time, especially if you're stuck in traffic as well, then it's not good use of our time. And that is what I spoke about last week, that we have the choice what we do with our time. We want to use our time well. Now, the good news is that it's 2017. What is available nowadays on your phone? Because when you're able to watch this video, chances are that you are watching this video on a smartphone, whether it's an Apple phone or any other brand. The chances are that you have access on the internet or access to the internet while you're traveling. And here is the good news. There is so much you can listen to while you are waiting, while you're standing still in traffic, while you are driving. Like I said, I've been driving to Felixstowe this morning and this afternoon back via Colchester. I've been listening to 2 podcasts and I finished the reading of a book called Known. Fantastic book by Mark Schaefer. If you are in the personal branding space, if you are a speaker, if you are a coach and you want to develop your personal brand, then the book Known by Mark Schaefer is an excellent choice. Gives you lots of tips and tricks. So I was listening that in the car. I was listening a podcast. And again, I was driving anyway. Of course, it's good to listen to music from time to time to chill out and relax. I made a couple of phone calls while I was between the reading or between the listening of the books. But all in all, I probably listened to a book and podcast today for about 2 hours. So that's 2 hours of listening, learning, developing that I could do in time that otherwise I might have listened to a couple of songs. Or sometimes even it's the lousy stuff that people are talking about on the radio. Of course, there is good reporters, good journalists and good people sharing stuff on the radio. But so often it's chit-chat, so often it's nonsense just to fill the space between the music. So, what can you do with your dead time? Make sure that you get the podcast app on your phone. If you have an Apple phone, it's already on there. Subscribe to a couple of podcasts. If you have an interest in baking, then there are podcasts about baking. If you're a business owner, there are podcasts about business. Obviously, I can recommend the Fluid Business Podcast. Every week we have a podcast about business growth, about communication, about team. If you want to do something about your own development, about your mindset, about psychology, there is podcasts about any topic. So just search for a couple of podcasts, subscribe to them and find one that suits you. Or if you want to listen to audiobooks, I've said it before, go to Audible. It's the audiobook site from Amazon. You can subscribe so you can download a book a month if that is what you what you want to do. So there are so many opportunities to use your so-called dead time in a good way. So if you want any information on it, which books to read or which podcasts I'm listening to, then drop me an email, hugo@hugohai.com. I would be delighted to share the stuff with you. And I might even be doing that after day 365. If you have any ideas that you want me to do when I have completed this challenge on Monday, then also I'm welcoming any idea that you have for me to continue with this live stream, whether it's daily or maybe a couple of times a week. So thanks for watching again. If you think this was useful, please like the video. If you think it might be useful for somebody else, feel free to share this episode of Daily Dose of Dutch on your timeline. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another Daily Dose of Dutch.